Texas's Republican Governor Greg Abbott has appointed someone to lead the state board of education, but he's being criticized because he selected someone whose kids have never attended a public school. For the last 2 years, Houston Republican Donna Bahorich served as a member of the state board of education. Before that, she worked for Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick's previous state Senate campaign, and she was one of the top choices when asked who should succeed outgoing chair Barbara Cargill. Bahorich's appointment is being criticized by some education groups as well as some of her colleagues because all three of her sons were homeschooled and then went to a private high school. Thomas Ratliff, who's a Republican, Mount Pleasanton Republican and state board member, points out public school isn't for everybody. But when 94% of our students in Texas attend public schools, I think it ought to be a baseline requirement that the chair of the State Board of Education have at least some experience in that realm as a parent, teacher, something. But Bahorich argues that she's familiar with the important issues of the day. One of her first initiatives will be to have a roundtable discussion with textbook publishers about their vision for the future and how to reduce the cost of classroom content. What a shock, Lewis. A homeschooling mom who has never sent her kids to public school is appointed to chair the education board, and her first priority is to meet with textbook publishers. Who saw that coming?
This is, you couldn't write this. Truth is stranger than fiction. This is a horrible appointment. You know, I guess if she had previously been on the board as a member in general, I guess you can learn, but it's just ridiculous. And now, yeah, meet up with those profiteers. That's going to help things.
How would someone who doesn't believe in public schools be qualified for this position? If you were the CEO of a company and someone came in for an interview and said, I have never used your company's products and I actually believe in avoiding them, like she has, for example, by sending her kids to a private high school after being homeschooled. Is that someone that you would hire for your company? Is that a smart hire?
I would say no, that wouldn't be my choice. But she says everyone's different and public school is not for everyone. But I mean, how do you determine when your children are so young that public school is not for them?
Well, because you know that they're going to be taught the devil's work.
Maybe that has something to do with it. It's a terrible appointment, but something you'd expect from Abbott.
And also reducing the cost of classroom content. How much more does she want to slash spending on education? We already are having an education crisis in Texas.
Yeah, I'm not really sure if that's the best way to improve education in Texas. We'll see.